leadership has always been important to this club, but it would seem like it's even more so now during this difficult period. What what does that entail for you as one of the veterans on this team?
Uh, I mean, just kind of reiterating everything that we're having to sacrifice and go through right now, and that we got to stay diligent about throughout this whole process in order to keep it all going. Trying to answer any questions, trying to be an example as far as mask and sanitary stuff, anything that we can do and try to be that example in that leadership role. I think is really important this year.
Reno the other day was telling us how much you've helped him over the past couple of years. What have you tried to impart to him as his mentor?
I just helping him as much as I can. I mean, I think that's kind of a broad question, and there's so many different avenues you could go down. But obviously he's been known as a great receiver, and that's kind of something that we both, kind of share. Not pat myself on the back, but something that we take a lot of pride in. And as somebody who's done it for a little while, just kind of helping him out with pitchers and how to handle different situations, different personalities that are out there on the mound. And a lot of those talks are things that we've gone over the last year and a half.
Okay, questions, Levi?
So, how much of the team selection process can you enlighten us on? Can you tell us who you picked first, or?
Well, we had a coin toss for the first pick, and Chirinos won the toss. So it was kind of set up a little differently because obviously guys not playing, not being involved in the 3-game series. So there was a list of guys, and then some of those guys came as a group. With a reliever was starting on, or relievers had to pitch, they were all going to be on one side. So it's like you pick that group. Chirinos got first pick. He went with Gibby and Goody, who pitched a couple days ago, and then I went with Lance, taking a little gamble because obviously there might not have been a game 3, but I was happy that we were able to get the W on Thursday, and here we are with Lance on the bump.
So, at first, when we talked to Chris Woodward, he told us that he was going to let you guys make up the lineup however you wanted, and he would tell you who was playing, but you guys would make up the lineup. We saw you hitting third yesterday, and we all thought that was funny. And then you told us last night, like, I made him put himself third in the lineup. What was your reaction to that order?
Well, it was funny, but
the manager, you're supposed to be in charge here.
yeah, I mean, it was funny because everybody was like, "Oh, you should put yourself hitting first and send it over to Woody and yada yada yada." And obviously I believe in myself and everything, but there's three pretty good guys that I've been hitting 1, 2, 3, or I hit 1, 2, 3 on Thursday that I didn't want to mess with. And then when he came over there during game 1 and handed me the lineup to fill it out, he had my name penciled in the 3 hole. So I was like, all right, let's roll with it. And then I made the lineup around that.
And then my last question was, as the team is honoring the 100th anniversary of the founding of the Negro Leagues, how much have you learned about maybe the history of the Dallas Black Giants or the Fort Worth Wonders, and how much were you aware of them before all of this?
I wasn't very aware, but I think it's really cool that we're doing this and honoring them this way. Obviously, we're trying to get after it and put ourselves in a situation where it's game-like, and then to be able to have them be a part of that and have us, kind of think about them while we're trying to get ready for this season, it's pretty cool.
Awesome. Thanks, John.
Sam, you got a question?
Yeah, Jeff, I'm curious, you're wearing the mask now. I'm not sure if you've been wearing it during the inter-squad games. Will you be wearing them during the regular season at all?
No, not during the game. I think a lot of us have tried it, whether it's base running or hitting or us catchers trying it. I know Trevino's been able to do it, and He's done it some in bullpens, but it's very tough for me with the catcher's mask on, and even when I've tried to hit, I just don't think I'm gonna be able to pull it off, and so just wear it as much as I can, except for in between the lines.
And I'm just curious, obviously kind of getting a good look at a lot of these guys. I know there's a bunch of different bullpen options. Is there anyone kind of in the back end, or just anyone that's kind of impressed you in the last couple of weeks since you guys got back?
There's a lot of guys that have been throwing the ball well. Obviously, Johnny Hernandez, the ball's coming out of his hand. Just hearing guys that have faced him and talk about their at-bats, have said that he's throwing the ball really well. But I mean, there's a lot of guys, and hopefully that keeps on, and they're able to help us moving forward.
Other questions for Jeff? Another one from TR.
Yeah, if you're from the Florida Panhandle, so you know about Florida and Florida State, and you know about Auburn and Alabama, but I'm wondering if you fully understand that some of us have deep ties to Fort Worth, and there's a lot at stake here tonight when you guys play the East Grand Prairie team. Do you realize what's at stake for us here tonight? I hope you appreciate this.
I understand those rivalries that you mentioned early on in that sentence, but enlighten me on what needs to happen here tonight so that you're happy.
I'm just saying that some of us are from Fort Worth and not East Grand Prairie.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
You're gonna find out what college alumni are tame compared to us from Fort Worth. Thank you very much. Good luck tonight.
I hear you. Thank you, TR.
Anybody have a rebuttal? I mean, Grant, you don't have a rebuttal?
Go Dallas.
Me.
Sorry.
Any other questions?
I'm
Jeff?
sorry, I couldn't get anything out.
No rebuttal, huh?
I've got nothing for that. Good to see you, Jeff. You're can't believe that you let the manager hit you number 3 last time.
I wasn't arguing very much. I just knew that I wasn't hitting in the 9 spot last night.
Any